So last time we finished up in the new camp, and last thing we did was talk to Thoros, let him know that Mordrag's case was done. Gained about 250 XP, which is brilliant. And apparently we're back, and it's raining. Such a lovely atmosphere to get us started today. Next thing we're gonna do is go to the Brotherhood Sect Camp. And we'll actually have a companion for that. Let's go ahead and find him. It's a novice, I think. Don't think it's a Baal. By the way, let's just fry up some meat, because all we have in our inventory is raw meat at the minute. If I'm not mistaken, we have about 60, 70 pieces of meat. So yeah, definitely worth doing this. Plus, I think it's faster than in Gothic 2. So yeah. Fridge. So warm, so chilly. Such a lovely atmosphere to get us started, isn't it? Alright, that's enough for now.
Hang on. Same old story every time. That wasn't
Whistler, we've done everything with Whistler. He's fine. He'll put in a good word for us with Diego. And here's our buddy old pal, Parvez. Actually, he's a Baal. A lower Baal, probably.
Tell me about the magic of the sleeper.
This gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
If you say so.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.
Alright. Nice of Piranha Bytes to give us a companion to help us with all of the critters on the way there. Just like on our way to the new camp we had Mordrag, we have Parvez for this one. Let's save actually. We took care of the scavengers over here. Now next is this lizard. Let's let Parvez do his thing. Get him, boy. That's it. Good work. Nothing to skin from the lizard because we haven't learned skin reptiles. But let's plunder a bit. Beer, orc leaf, a plate, and a chest that's not locked. Yay for us. Alright, we're good to go. Next we should encounter a wolf. Yeah, there he is. I'll let Parvez deal with him again. No reason complicating our lives with it. Yeah, nice. Once I've even managed, I think, to get a shadow beast from the forest to deal with us, and I let Parvez deal with it. Can't remember what happened though. Maybe he killed it. Maybe we both got absolutely crushed by the shadow beast. Can't remember. But yeah, that was fun. Definitely. can take stingers, or whatever they called, wings. Yep, nice. 3 wings coming on up. How far are we from level 5? Well, actually quite close. 440 XP needed to level up. We're quite close. Where you going? Hey. Playing Jedi mind tricks with us. Right. Next up. Good work. Let's pick up some shrooms on our way there. Why not? And I think there should have been a few lizards close by. Where are they actually? That's strange. I could have swore there were a few lizards here. Anyway. So if in the past we've had good guy Mordrag, now we have good guy Parvez. Get him. Nice. Does all the work, we pick up all the loot. Nice. Collab. Wasn't there some kind of a rare plant somewhere around here? Or am I just losing my mind? Oh, there they are. So I was confusing the lizards' location. I thought they were over there. Apparently they're here. I'm just going to let Parvez deal with them. Get him, boy. You can do it. Didn't even need to move a muscle. Nice. How close are we? Very close. 60 XP needed. Okay. Actually, there's copper beech seed. I don't even think we can find copper beech seed anywhere else in the colony. Actually, I think this is the only place we can find it, and I don't think it has any use. Don't think so, at least. Let's see if we can deal with this one ourselves. Yeah, that's it. Nice. So we'll level 5, 10 skill points extra. We'll be able to learn something in the future, the near future. Nice. Scavengers and a bloodfly, let's just ignore them because they're not in our way for now.
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for Cor Kalom. He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
I'm not sure this is the right path, but yeah, thanks for bringing us here. And let's do a save, why not? And find out what's the big deal with the Sect Loonies.
Greetings, stranger. You're treading on holy ground. This is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. What brings you here?
I've heard you're looking for new people. I want to join you.
Then, be welcome. The Brotherhood of the Sleeper has a place for everybody who wants to be led by the spirit of the Sleeper. If you're really serious, you should try to get Baal Namib's attention. He's standing in the courtyard just behind the gate. But you may not speak to him. Wait until he addresses you.
I need armor.
You have to earn a Templar's armor like I'm wearing, but you can have a novice's loincloth.
Better than nothing.
You won't get it for free, though.
Now we don't need that, we actually have Swiny's pants to
How are
keep us
things in the
safe.
camp?
Everything's quiet. Just go in.
Right, useful information from him anyway, because this guy right in front of us is called Baal Namib, and at least we know not to address him, otherwise we might get in trouble.
Hang on.
However,
Same old story.
this other guy is a different story. Lester.
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here. You're lucky that you didn't talk to Baal Namib. No stranger is allowed to talk to the gurus.
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it. I'm sure I can help you with any of your problems.
Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it can be smoked. That's what we novices do. The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. They help you concentrate on the essentials and increase your awareness. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use them to recruit new people as well. The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the weed. Well, at least they help us with the work in the camp.
What can you tell me about the sleeper?
The Sleeper's a divine creature. He causes visions, at least to the gurus. We pray to him, for he will give us freedom.
And you believe that?
Hey, I've been inside the barrier for 2 years. Do you know how long 2 years can be? You can't imagine what I'm willing to believe and do, just to get out of here again.
Interesting point of view. At least he's honest and says that, man, I don't see any other option. So why not believe in a man-made god?
Tell me about the guilds.
The gurus form the highest guild. They are the spirit of this camp, for they have great power. The Templars use their spiritual power in battle. They have an indomitable willpower. You should never get into trouble with them. As for myself, I am a novice. We pray to the Sleeper and do all the work in the camp. Some of the novices are allowed to join the gurus, but to get that far, you need to study for many years.
All useful information.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Cor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood, but he relies on the advice of other gurus. Baal Namib over there is one of them. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Cor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy.
Useful, useful.
How can I find my way around here in the camp?
I can show you the most important places.
Show me the way.
I know this is not exactly straightforward or useful when you're first playing the game, but we need to get to Cor Kalom at least. We have a quest from Dexter to get that recipe from him, and that's the alchemy lab.
To the alchemy lab.
Follow me.
Follow me!
What you tell people. I'd better keep. If you think.
How can I get your master to talk to me?
You have to know what he wants to hear.
And that is?
Listen, when we're with him the next time, you'll address me and we'll have a little talk. Baal Namib is worried because many of the novices don't only pray to the sleeper, but also to their former gods. You'll tell me that you've renounced the old gods and that in future you'll pray only to the sleeper. Then I'll ask you why you made this decision, and you'll say that you had a vision in which the sleeper summoned you. He'll be interested then. Do you think you'll manage that?
No problem.
Alright, tricky. Nice conspiracy there, and nice help from this guy Lester, who will become one of our best friends in all this game and the next ones.
Somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
May the sleeper protect you.
Pretty sure we could have had this chat when we arrived at the alchemy lab at Kalom's, but yeah, always prefer to do it on our way there. And basically ask him when Namib's not around, how can we actually talk to that weird guy. And the others, because that's a lesson in speaking to other Baals or gurus.
Thought that'd have been. There was a.
If you climb up this ladder, you'll meet Kalom, the alchemist. Down here is Fortuno, the weed merchant. I'll wait for you right here, but don't take too long, otherwise I'll go back.
Yeah, that's fine, man. It shouldn't take too much time. Actually, we'll meet Cologne for the first time. Can't remember how many dialogue options he has. Don't think he has many, as he's quite reluctant to talk to us, as we're a nobody. Also has a bodyguard that doesn't do anything all game.
I'm sure you won't mind me going in there.
If you're disrespectful to my master, I'll kill you.
Lucky for you.
What do you want?
I would like to join the Brotherhood. I've heard you're the master of the novices and that you decide who's allowed to join.
I don't have time. My experiments are too important for me to spend any time on new novices. I'll rely on the judgment of the Baals. When they say you're ready to wear the robe of a novice, come back to me. What do you want?
Yeah, as I said, he's quite dismissive. Not the most likable character around, that's for sure.
What kind of experiments do you do?
My research takes place on a level you don't understand anything about, boy. So don't waste my time.
What kind of experiments?
My research...
One of the merchants from the old camp would like to have the recipe for a healing potion.
My recipes are not for sale.
I think I have convinced the Baals.
And?
That was it.
You're wasting my precious time. Come back as soon as 4 of the Baals consider you worthy.
Well, at least now we know that we need to convince 4 of them. Before we had no idea. I think I've convinced the Baals. And that's it. Okay. Never mind then.
I'll be seeing you.
May the sleeper enlighten you.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, so he doesn't say anything about the recipe, but Let's see if it's here. Hello, recipe? Anything? Recipe? Nothing. Right. Let's try our luck with these chests, which, funnily enough, we can plunder without him even caring. Right, 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 left. Shit. Right, right, left, right. Kalom's recipe, there it is. Bingo. This one, this other one, I think it's... Shit. We just wasted about 3,000 picklocks. Yeah, we have 18 left. That's good to know. So this one, even though no one tells us, it's reserved for something else in the future. And it's locked. I think we'll receive the key directly. Well, didn't see this guy initially here. Where did he came from?
How can I get Kalom's recipe?
You don't. He keeps it in a locked chest and won't give it to anybody.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Kane, a student of Cor Kalom. You must have heard about him, right?
Yeah,
Then you'll know that he's the second man in this camp, after Iberia.
and what's your job?
Well, I help my master prepare his alchemic potions. Mostly swampweed and mine crawler secretion. The secretion is required very urgently.
Where do I get the mine crawler secretion?
You can find crawlers in the old mine, but you need to know how to win the secretion. If you really want to fight these beasts, you better speak to one of the Templars who's had experience, like Gurn and Drag. He travels around between our camp and the old mine every day. In the mornings, you'll find him at the lab.
What more can you tell me about your master?
He's not like the other gurus. Everybody may address him, but nobody's allowed to waste his precious time.
Useful, useful. So even though he doesn't give us a quest, he lets us know that minecrawler secretion is a prized asset over here. And we'd better learn how to remove the secretion once we're actually able to fight and defeat minecrawlers. Certainly not right now. And let's see if Gorna Drag... There he is. So apparently it's morning. It's not really morning, but he's here.
Hi, where are you off to?
We take the minecrawler secretion from our brothers in the old mine to Cor Kalom. We go to the old mine every day to collect it.
Thoros, is that you, man?
What kind of secretion is it?
We obtain it from the mandibles of the minecrawlers. If you know how to do it, you can take them out without losing the secretion.
Do show me how.
Can you tell me how to get the secretion of a mine crawler?
Of course, after you've killed the beast, you get hold of the mandibles and pull them straight out. This way, you'll get the secretion gland without destroying it.
Thanks for that. That's actually free advice, free skill.
What does Cor Kalom need the secretion for?
As far as I know, he makes a potion with it which increases the magic powers of a novice. Since we are preparing for the great invocation, he can't get enough of the stuff. With the aid of the potion, he'll prepare the novices for the great day.
So I guess the novices just have to be high enough. And apparently Bugs' mandibles have a secretion which gets you high as fuck. Yeah, nice.
Have you enough of the potion for the great invocation of the sleeper?
No, we still have to collect much more. Our minecrawler hunting units are in action day and night.
Minecrawler hunting units. Something tells me there are plenty more of minecrawlers in the old mine, and yeah, their units are kind of useless. We'll see. Let's
May the
speak.
sleeper protect you.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he will. Let's see. Let's talk to Fortuno before
Come
leaving.
closer. Every newcomer to this place receives a gift of welcome.
What have you got for me?
Here, take 3 rolls of swampweed. It's northern dark. Good stuff. You can have more of it every day, but if you want more than your daily ration, well, you need to pay. If you find berries and herbs on the paths between the camps, you can bring them to me. I'll buy them off you.
Yeah, he trades bug meat, picklocks, anything, not just healing herbs, that's for sure.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
You've already had your daily ration. If you want more, come back tomorrow or buy something.
Let's see
I want to
what he
trade.
has.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
Oh, he has ore, a shit ton of ore. Okay, let's sell a few swords then. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 200 ore in our bank account. Nice. Where did Lester leave? Hello, Les. Alright, guess he left. Did I? Should I do something? No, never mind. Let's go back to where Lester and Baal Nabib are first. And on our way there, we should meet actually Dusty's friend from the old camp. Dusty's the digger that's fed up with the old camp and the work he's doing right there, and has a friend that moved over to the Sect Camp. That friend is here, Melvin.
Hi, you aren't from this camp, are you?
Well, now, I am. I left the old camp a week ago. Told my pal Dusty to come along, but he wanted to wait.
Same southern accent. The South shall rise again for Dusty and Melvin. Funny.
I know Dusty. I talked to him for a short time.
If you meet him again, tell him that he was dumb to stay there. It's 10 times better than getting harassed by the guards in the old camp.
I'll tell him if I see him again.
Yeehaw! Just a few novices smoking their socks off. And Jeru.
What are you doing here?
I'm teaching the words of the sleeper to the novices. I'm still a novice myself, but soon I'll be a Baal, one of the gurus. I've even spoken to Iberian. He's the chosen one. He told me that if I work hard, I can soon be a master myself. But I'm still putting that off. There's no rush, you understand? I can still become a master anytime. At the moment, I'm quite happy about my current task.
What's your task here?
I test the new substances developed by Cor Kalom in his alchemy lab with my pals here. His aid gives us something new every couple of days, and we test it. This weed opens your spirit. If you take the right amount, you can get in touch with the sleeper.
So, guess they're like game testers, but with weed. Nice job. I'm sure other novices have it much worse than these guys.
Have you ever been in contact with the sleeper?
No, not yet. But that's because we never get enough of the stuff. Kalom always wants to hear about the effect of it, but I get the impression he's not really interested in my opinion at all. If I find the stuff stimulating, he passes it straight on to the gurus. But soon, I'll be a guru myself. Then I can go right to my limits and listen to the voice of the sleeper myself.
Yeah, it's a bit off the rails.
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
You want to join us? That's good. Just wait. Yes, I think I can help you. I'm not a guru yet, but I have some influence in the Brotherhood. You'd have to do me a favor. Have you seen Fortuno yet?
Yep.
Then you have your daily ration. If you give it to me, then we're in business.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, let's just do that.
I have swamp weed on me. You can have it.
Good. You must have noticed that none of the gurus wants to talk to you. You can change that by impressing them. I can tell you how to do that.
Very useful and very interesting, and quite easy to miss when you're just starting up playing this game. That this guy actually has useful advice.
How can I impress the gurus?
Baal instructs the novices in the magic of the sleeper. If you want his attention, use magic. But don't give him the fist to win. Send one of his audience to sleep or something like that. Baal Namib is over there at the main gate. He's one of the toughest guys. I think Lester might be able to help you with him. Speak to him as soon as his master is away. The other gurus are basically quite okay. Just try to make yourself useful.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, a deal's a deal.
Hey!
How can I impress...
Baal if you want him, but don't... Baal Namib, the other guru...
Thanks for...
Hey!
Yeah, the other gurus are alright, except for... Can't remember which one. We'll see, probably in the next one, actually, because this one's getting a bit long.
How do I get at the magic of the sleeper?
Baal sells runes and spell scrolls. That's no use to you if he doesn't talk to you, right? Maybe another guru can help you.
So let's try to help a few gurus, and maybe we can get our hands on a sleep spell. For the moment, we have others, such as a light spell. We have Firebolt, but we can't use that. Healing, can't use that. Ice Block, can't use that. Maybe we can use Light, or we'll receive a sleep spell as a token, as a reward for helping a different Baal. Let's find out. First, let's start with Namib, for which Lester will help us.
It's good to see you again. How have you been doing?
Yeah, just wandering around. Hey, what's up? I have renounced the old gods. Okay, if you say so.
I have renounced the old gods.
Really? What made you do that?
I had a vision. The sleeper talked to me.
What did he say?
He said, go to the camp in the swamp and join the Brotherhood.
You're a very rich man, stranger. The sleeper doesn't reward many people like that.
Such bullshit. But
May the sleeper protect you.
yeah.
The sleeper has chosen you. Do you really want to join us?
Yes, I wish to follow the sleeper.
Go to Cor Kalom. Tell him I sent you because you are a true supporter of the faith.
Nice. That was easy.
Get out of the way!
And then he just sends us the fuck out of there. Funny. Alrighty then, let's just cook up a few pieces of meat, since it's right in front of us. And go to the other side, the right side of this big old tree. See who we have there. That's enough.
How's it going?
Since I've become one of the chosen protectors of the faith, I feel better than I have ever done before.
Sounds pretty important.
You're an infidel. You don't understand.
I'd like to take a look inside the sleeper's temple.
That's unthinkable. An infidel in the temple? Until you've pledged yourself to the sleeper's service, you will not be allowed to enter the temple.
Who calls the shots around here?
Our gurus are the sleeper's chosen ones. The sleeper determines our fate, and the gurus prophesy it.
I want to become a Templar like you.
Have you any idea what I've had to deprive myself of to be allowed to serve the sleeper's chosen ones as a temple guard? Don't think you can just stroll in here and take all the highest honors. Before you even consider it, you should learn a little about the sleeper's teachings. That'll take some time, and it may knock some sense into you.
Alright, needed to speak with at least one Templar just to know what's inside their tiny little heads.
I thought that had
Nyras.
been cleared up ages ago.
Hi, I'm new here.
The sleeper be with you, stranger.
Jesus, how many joints does this guy have had today?
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, the gurus are the most important people here. They spread the word of the sleeper and pass our master's visions on to the novices. Of course, he's too tired to talk to everybody himself. But on some days, he speaks to us in the temple courtyard and reveals the holy words of the sleeper.
Ugh, he's like that. Dude, where's my car?
And what does he say then?
The sleeper guides the way, but an infidel like you wouldn't understand that.
Infidel like you. Yeah, we'll see each other. Can't wait for that. Grim, Novice, Baal Orun. Alright, so guess we have another Baal on our hands that we can try to impress. Let's save. And only one of the novices actually has a name. Let's try to grab his attention. Hopefully this guy won't mind that we'll stop his novice from doing his job. Hello?
Come on.
Yeah.
The right decision.
The way to grab someone's attention in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm dead on my feet, man. I've been working for 2 days without a single break. Harlok should have taken over ages ago. It's always the same with that guy. He's probably lying in his hut, fast asleep.
Why don't you just go there and give him a right kick in the butt?
Can't leave here while Baloran is in charge. The work has to be done either way. But you could go there for me. He's staying right under Cor Kalom's alchemy lab at Fortuno's. Tell him to get his butt over here.
Is that so? Sounds like we have a new quest on our hands. Let's take a shortcut actually. So for Chunos, that was very close to Cor Kalom's lab, quite underneath it. Harlok. Let's see if he's a tough one to convince to get back to work. I certainly wouldn't if I was him. Didn't look like a fun job to do. Alright, let's save before.
Gorham sent me.
What?
I'm here to remind you that you're to take over from him.
That's very nice of you. Remind me again when I'm through sleeping, yeah?
Oh, another yeehaw!
Get your ass to the weed mashers or you'll be for it.
Just try to mess with me
Sucker.
again, sucker.
Love this guy's voice.
Clear winner, I'd say.
Sucker. Hand axe, that's useless. And he's broke. Okay. Let's see if this quick beating will be enough to convince him to get back to work. Sucker. Love how he said that.
You'll be sorry for that. Looking for trouble again?
Look at his teeth.
Well, do you feel like giving your pal a break now?
You damn pain in the butt. Why do you have to meddle in my affairs?
I just want to see you mashing.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Sucker. This game's so unintentionally funny. So many times. I mean, if it's intentional, then props to them. But so many funny lines on their way. Lester? What? It's Lester grabbing his portion of weed at 7 a.m. in the morning? 8 a.m.? Didn't notice that. I thought in the mornings he was next to Namib. Anyway, maybe that's because he led us to Kalom's lab before? It's strange. Oh, and here is Kadar, that guy we need to impress with a spell scroll, preferably a sleep spell scroll. Actually, in my past playthroughs, I've always used a sleep scroll. For some reason, I can't remember how did I get it. Not sure if I've ever used a light spell. Maybe I have. I just don't remember it. We'll see. Sucker.
That's really not my problem.
I have spoken to Gorim. You have done one of our brothers a great service. Your cause was just. That's why I've chosen you for a special task. Cor Kalom urgently needs new swamp weed for his experiments. Our gatherers are working day and night. Go to them and take their entire harvest to Kalom's alchemy lab.
Where exactly can I find the gatherers?
I have not yet given you permission to address me. Pray to the sleeper that he may pardon your sacrilege. And now leave. Your mission is of extreme importance.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Harlok's back to work, and Gorim, has he went to sleep already? There he is. Smoking a joint.
Awaken!
Awaken!
Well, has he taken over now?
Yeah. Finally I can get to sleep. Thanks, man.
Alright. Good to know. So our next trip, even though this annoying fucker didn't, didn't tell us, we need to go to the weed gatherers, whatever that is. Do we have a map even? We do actually, but yeah, we're nowhere near anything on this map, so never mind. It's good that I remember where to go and where the weed gatherers are, but we'll do that in the next one. Till then, you take care of yourselves, and happy holidays and all, and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.